Welcome to Proof of Concept Tasting Edition, where we get to taste the spirits that won these double gold medals.
This is where the craft truly speaks for itself. In this segment, we'll taste each of the double gold winning expressions with the founders, and we'll share detailed notes from our esteemed judging panels, some of the most discerning palates in the world.
These aren't just awards. They're the result of blind evaluation, rigorous standards, and a level of excellence that only a select few spirits ever achieve.
So, as we raise a glass, we'll explore what makes these spirits stand out, the aromas, the flavor profiles, the finish, and how each element reflects the years of passion, experimentation, and intention behind them.
Let's get into it.
So we're back with Mark. We're going to be tasting each one of these varietals. We have the 10-to-1 dark rum, the 10-to-1 white rum, and the 10-to-1 5-origin select rum. We'll start with the dark rum.
Let's do it. You guys ready?
Well, let's do it. I'm going to as you're pouring it, I'm going to read what one of our judges, our esteemed judges, had to say about it.
Wow, love that. Okay. I'll be hearing it for the first time as well, maybe. I don't know.
Here's some tasting notes from one of the best palates in the world. 10-to-1 dark rum, a refined and inviting rum that opens with the soft, enticing aromas of ripe banana and fresh melon, leading to a harmonious palate of gentle oak, crisp red apple, and sweet sugar cane that, while slightly light in texture, delivers elegant balance, finishing with warm oak and smooth vanilla that linger in a graceful, lasting embrace.
Gee whiz.
Damn, we're in a lasting embrace.
Oh
I think
God.
I think that's actually pretty spot on.
Wow.
Cheers.
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 Pleasure, guys.
Oh my gosh. It's on the nose, it's gorgeous.
So I think in that description, which was so elegant and amazing, by the way, he mentions the esters and the banana peel up top, the cedar, the toffee caramel, some of that vanilla. I think a lot of the articulation there is actually very similar to how I would describe the rum. You know?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Great.
This is like
As intended.
As intended.
This is like
Yeah.
sipping. You would just drink this in front of a fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
After a meal.
Absolutely.
This is toe to toe with any
Yeah, I mean,
Bourbon or...
Exactly,
Bourbon
bourbon rye. People think about rum as like a summertime drink, but in reality, you take this dark rum and you'll try the 5-origin in a bit as well. But as we get into these colder months, sip it
total cold
by the fireplace, etc. If you want something spirit forward, like an old fashioned or a black Manhattan, I think it's great in that universe too. But yeah, I mean, it's just a great
It's
spirit.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the white rum. 10-to-1 white rum, a beautifully balanced rum that opens with enchanting floral aromas interwoven with tropical fruits and a hint of lemongrass, unfolding on the palate into a vibrant medley of citrus, fresh sugar cane, and ripe banana layered with subtle grassy undertones, culminating in a long, sweet finish that lingers with refined tropical elegance.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Cosign.
my God, it's so
Cosign.
different.
It's super different. Yes, exactly. This is not the white version of the aged or vice versa. Very different blend, very different intention, very different point of view. I love how we open up there. You get these it's a crazy bouquet,
It's beautiful.
Floral, grassy, a little bit of that ripe citrus. We just read some of
It's almost like a cola note too.
we read some of the tasting notes there, but actually even folks wouldn't maybe be able to see it, but if you look at sort of on the glass, a little bit of that viscosity.
Yeah.
It has a little bit of weight and creaminess to it as well. I think that's also a hallmark of 10-to-1 white. It really kind of shines and it's not going to dissipate into the back of anything. Your classic daiquiri, which to me should be the hallmark of an exceptional rum, especially a white rum, really is going to shine there, and anything else you want to create off the back of that as well. Some of those same bright floral, grassy, citrusy notes. Remember I mentioned that white Negroni? I think it really brightens up a cocktail like that, and I think works extraordinarily well.
Incredible.
We've had people who've purchased this rum, buyers, Michelin star restaurants, off the nose alone.
Yeah.
You open up the top, they smell that, and they're like,
Yeah,
whatever
that's not normal.
Yeah.
This is exceptional.
And one other thing to mention is that, again, in that readout, I think somewhere in there it mentioned a little bit of something that's a little bit almost sugarcane reminiscent.
Yeah.
A lot of folks will taste this and think it's maybe an agricole rum because it has that kind of a little bit of that sort of latent caniness to it.
Yeah.
It's not. It's Jamaican pot still and Dominican column still. Both molasses based rums. But I think that Jamaican pot still at this proof 45% ABV gives you some of those kind of caney characteristics that live alongside it.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
And finally, 10-to-1 5 origin select rum. An exquisitely balanced rum that opens with a light, fruity, and elegant nose, layered with enticing funk, ripe stone fruit, and soft vanilla, leading to a harmonious palette of juicy, cane-delivered flavors accented by dark brown sugar and bright orange and culminating in a long, creamy finish that is sweet, gently spiced, and memorably lingering.
Ooh. Love that. Love that.
Goodness.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
That brown sugar.
Yes, exactly. That's the brown sugar. The brown sugar or burnt sugar, something that brulee, creme brulee space
Yes.
people
Yeah.
always pick up.
And the mouthfeel is different.
Yes, totally. Totally. But great as a sipper, very elegant. You get a little bit of that stone fruit in there for sure as well. And, you know, I think, again, like this idea of creating blends, right? Like, I've found that people kind of experience the nose and the palate differently in all the 10-to-1 expressions that we have. And so, you know, you're getting some of those esters up top, you know, you're getting some of the barrel down below. I almost kind of describe it as different members of a band all playing together, right? Somebody's on the keyboard, somebody's on the drums, somebody's
sure.
on the mic, etc. So,
For sure.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Thank you so much.
When I would drink with Toby's dad, Andy, it was clear to me his palate was like an audio engineer's ears. So tuned to things, then your brain is awakened to the fact that flavors can have this broad spectrum of
Totally.
experience.
Totally.
And then you have to tune your brain to experience it all. But my palate is very young, but this is delicious. I know that this is delicious.
No, you know, it's funny. I mean, it's like by anecdote, but like I actually think. I mean, first of all, I'm not a classically trained anything. I'm not a som. I'm not a
Right.
I might be a super taster. I don't know. I haven't done the test. But when we were first doing tastings with 10-to-1, one thing I kind of realized was that people don't always have the terminology, but they will give you the feedback. So, for example, somebody might say, "Oh, that's kind of bitter,"
Right.
and really, actually, what they meant was like it's kind of tannic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So there's
exactly.
things like that, like the sweetness that they pick up, or like, is that vanilla? Like, what is
Yeah.
that fruit? Like, what am I getting? You know? And certain things are a little bit more readily identifiable. So
Yeah.
I think you have to kind of take the feedback from, the classically trained super somms. Victoria James, who's incredible. She wrote the tasting notes for 10-to-1 when we first launched the brand. But you get the Victorias, and then you get, folks like me.
Folks like
When
Yeah, like,
people,
this is good.
obviously I was around my dad for his entire career in spirits, and when people ask me what made him the legend that he became, it's because he had such a mastery of the English language that he was able to bring voice to feeling, and so he could describe virtually anything. And you imagine he would taste thousands and tens of thousands of different wines and spirits a year, and he had to basically break down every single one.
Yeah.
It's literally bringing it to life.
Yeah.
And I'm by the way, I love words.
Yeah.
I love words. I love language. I love precision, and it's exactly exactly the kind of thing that it can unlock.
Yeah, absolutely. Gorgeous.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Listen.
thank you so much, Mark.
Yeah.
This has been
Pleasure, guys.
incredible.
Pleasure. Love you to spend the time.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I finished that.
Yeah.